Asmongold tier list. Oh my god. Wow. So I make a tier list of all of my tier lists. If somebody actually does this and has an Asmongold tier list, I will unironically do it. So comments, wait. Fuck. I really don't know how to start this video, to be honest. I don't know how to start this. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to express this. I think this might be too much. Like, this could be, whenever we look back in 3 years, where was the beginning of the end? It could be right here. This could be it. Today, I'm going to do a tier list of all of my tier lists. So, and I'm not going to rate them all as S because I only have good opinions, right? I'm actually going to rate them legitimately and say which ones were good and which ones were bad, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to look at the first one. And Asmongold ranks all cinematic trailers for World of Warcraft, okay? And you can see that obviously this was fake because it has Mists of Pandaria as S tier whenever it should have been F. This was, in my opinion, like, whenever you talk about, like, this is, like, what I know and what I understand, I feel like this was a very high A-tier tier list. It was a very, very good tier list, but was not the best. I don't think it was my best work. You know, I have to reserve that for my highest quality reactions of other people's content. However, I would say that it was good. It was absolutely, I know a lot about WoW, and so I could give it the best analysis, okay? So let's go back over. We're going to look at the next one is going to be the soda tier list. Now, the soda tier list, I ranked every soda that's basically ever been made besides all of the store brands. I think that the truth is that I have a lot of credentials with drinking soda. The main credential I have is half my teeth are gone. So the truth is that I was in a unique position to offer expertise on a subject that few people really understand. And I actually think my soda tier list was something that should be an S tier thing. Because very few people have drank all the sodas. I have, pretty much. And I can tell you for sure which ones suck and which ones don't fucking suck. So yeah, I've known a lot about soda, and that's an S tier one, okay? Now, the next one we're going to look at here is my snack list. Now, the snack list, this is very contentious with many people because there's a lot of people who really like, fucking Twinkies or something like that. And let's be honest, there's a reason why they have Twinkies as one of the only things that would survive in Zombieland. It's because they're not food. It's like they're not food. Like, Twinkies are good, don't get me wrong, but they're not that good, okay? I feel like this was more of a lower tier list because I don't really eat a lot of these. It's very personal which ones you like and which ones you don't like. And because of that, I think we're going to put the tier list here. We're going to put it all the way down as, like, maybe... We're going to put this as like a C, okay? My snack review, let's be honest, guys. I've slacked off a little bit on the snack box. I haven't even put shit in there for a long time. So it's been a while for me to really have the, say the right thing. Let's say that. Yeah, let's just say that. And let's go ahead and look at the next one here. All right, and Asmongold's Ultimate Fast Food Tier List. Now, this, in my opinion, is some of my best work. This right here was the best tier list that, in my opinion, I've ever made. My fast food tier list, like, you guys have to understand, okay? I don't eat fast food. Let me think about the last day that I didn't eat fast food. So there was one time that we went to a really expensive steak restaurant because we were meeting a business partner for the org. And I didn't eat out that day. I didn't eat fast food because I knew that we were going to be going there instead. So that's the last time. And that was like 4 or 5 months ago. So basically, I eat fast food constantly. I always have, as you guys can see with my large frame and stature here. And I really think that my fast food list is the definitive fast food list. And I understand every single thing that's on every single menu. And I understand trends with fast food. I've been in the business of consuming it for 30 years. And I really think that I was really just on point with everything that I said. So yeah, I'm going to say that my fast food tier list is my my true S tier magnum opus, okay? Now let's go to the next one. Asmongold ranks all WoW expansions and raids. The WoW expansions and raids. I feel like this is also probably either a high A tier or an S tier one. Because here's the truth, is that if you guys go back and you think about, oh, well, what does Asmongold know a lot about? It's WoW. Like, if you think about, like, oh, what was that irrelevant mechanic that nobody cared about in the raid that everybody hated from 7 years ago? What was that, Asmon? I'm like, yeah, it's this one. And that would be it. I know everything about the fucking game, so because of that, I think I could give a pretty good idea of what actually made sense. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to put this one right here. It was a very insightful video. Of course it was. They all are. But let's put this one up at S tier. I think this was an S tier video as well. Absolutely. I played WoW forever. I know all the raids. And, you know, I was able to raid all of them. A high A, low S. Yeah, it's a high A, a low S, okay? It's nothing too crazy. Now, let's look at the next one here. Asmongold compares all WoW login screens. Now, I remember this because I said that the Wrath of the Lich King login screen was bad, and everybody disagreed with me. So, in my opinion, I was right. I mean, obviously I was right. That wasn't in my opinion. Like, my opinion, I was going to say something else. No, it's a fact that I was right. But in my opinion, I think this is some of my better work. However, it was extremely contentious. A lot of people were very upset about it. And as usual, it caused a lot of drama on the internet unnecessarily. So I think we're going to put the login screen tier list for World of Warcraft. We are going to put this as a B, okay? Next, Asmongold ranks the hottest female WoW characters. Now, this is something that I have, as I said before, a lot of experience in. And I'm not just talking about Rule 34. I'm talking about cosplay. I'm talking about character models. I'm talking about game art from the last 20 years. I mean, this is something that, again, few people can contend with me with my knowledge of this subject, okay? Let's just keep it at that. So I would say that my ranking of the hottest WoW, hottest females in WoW, I would say that it is probably the highest A tier that you could be, okay? Yeah, this is probably the highest A tier that you can be, and we might even move this up to the S tier. And you guys really think it's S tier? You know what? I agree. I think that it's such a great video. I totally agree. It's an amazing, amazing video. It's a great video. And so, yeah, we're going to put this as an S tier for fucking sure. Yeah, it's mid-S. Yeah, there you go. So let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Asmongold ranks all of the best WoW mounts. Now, this is something that, again, I have a lot of experience in. I've done mounts, you know, mount farming for fucking ever. But the truth is that mount farming, this is always very much an opinion. And because it's an opinion, I am very reluctant to give it, an S. I think that it's more fair because rating all the mounts, there's so many mounts in the game, and it's like, which mount is your favorite mount? Like, it's very hard to say. So I'm actually going to put this as a B tier. I'm going to put it above the login screens, but below ranking the cinematics, okay? So this is a solid B tier tier list that I did. I think that it was fair, as always, but it's as fair as a mount tier list can be, and to a certain degree, mount tier lists are kind of biased, okay? So let's go to the next one. The next one here is Asmongold ranks all of the Soulsborne bosses from best to worst. Now, in my opinion, this is a solid S tier video. Not only is this video longer than the Lord of the Rings Extended Edition, but on top of that, it's filled for the entire duration of the video of solid, correct information and opinions. And the fact is that, yes, this is a 2.5 hour video. And so accurate. Yeah, I really think that if anybody can go and, like, really argue to, like, any real strong degree any of my placings and tell me that I'm wrong, I will be like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm wrong. But the fact is that I spent 2.5 hours. I've done every fucking boss besides Dark Lurker and Dark Souls 2. I've done every fucking boss in every single Soulsborne game. I know what I'm talking about. The video is objective, not gonna lie. I think, my opinion, is that it was better than the raid video. I think that it was better than the raid video. It was a 2 hour and 37 minute video of solid facts. Better than Hot Ones, better than Hot Girls too. It's got Quaalag in it, so same thing. Yeah, alright, let's go back to the next one. Asmongold's definitive Final Fantasy XIV waifu tier list. Now, I'm not going to give this an S tier, and the reason for that is because I haven't finished the game. It would not be fair for me to rank every waifu in the game because I haven't finished it yet. So I think that this is going to be another B tier tier list, okay? It's about, like, right here in the middle. So you look at all the WoW mounts and also all the Final Fantasy mounts. We'll put them right next to each other. And let's go to the next one. Asmongold ranks all WoW zones from best to worst. I felt like this is an S tier. Holy shit. God damn, boys. God damn, there's a God tier video? Alright, let's make that I think it's better than the WoW tier list, the WoW cinematic tier list. So let's make it a high A. I think it's a solid high A video, maybe low S. I feel like the S tiers are pretty hard really to say, but they're definitely there. Is something better than the WoW tier list? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think this is definitely one of my better videos. And again, if you look at the view length on these videos, it's 1 hour and 57 minutes. Which you guys can tell, like, I don't know if anybody, like, if you look at my channel here, if you just go and look at the videos that I put out, like, 40 minutes, 19 minutes, 51 minutes, 31 minutes, 39 minutes, 40 minutes, 42 minutes, 48 minutes, 36 minutes, 1 hour and 23 minutes. For minute, I put out a lot of fucking videos, okay? Yeah, a whole lot of fucking videos. It's a lot. Talk about banning and boosting communities. I'm going to look at that after this, okay? Let me finish this. All right. So the next thing that we want to look at, this is a tier list that people in my community suggested for me to do. I ranked every shirt that I had. Well, as I said, it only took 30 minutes because there's only about 3 or 4 shirts. So I think this is probably a low A tier list. Because the truth is that it's all my personal opinion. Like, for example, like this shirt right here is an S tier shirt. I like this shirt a lot. It's great. And also, many of the shirts that would be D tier shirts, you don't know what those shirts are. Because I never fucking wear them. So I'm going to go ahead. It's S for funny. Yeah, S for same shirt. Very fucking funny. It's an S tier. No one else could rank your shirts better than you. That's actually a really good point. Yeah, it is S tier. You're totally right. I agree. Next. Asmongold ranks every single WoW patch. Now, as somebody who has played World of Warcraft for 15, 16, I don't know how long years, since vanilla WoW, I feel like this is an A tier list. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to put it in the middle of the WoW cinematics and the WoW zones. I think this is a mid-A. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. D-list because it's fucking boring. All the patches, I don't know. Like, the patch ones are kind of boring, but it's hard really to say. Let's go ahead and look at this. Asmongold ranks every single WoW race and class. There's not a video. This is where I rank WoW races, not the real life races. That's another video. I feel like this one wasn't like super good. Yeah, I feel like it was okay. It was racist. It kind of was. Whenever you think, it kind of was racist. Whenever you think about it, you know? Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and give it a C. I think it's a C tier list. It was not amazing. It was not incredible. It was good. It was a good tier list, but it was not my best work, okay? You judge them on race only. I would never do such a terrible thing. Now, the next one. Asmongold ranks the best game consoles of all time. What do you guys think? This one really made a lot of people mad. This was probably the most contentious tier list that I ever did. Because a lot of this comes down to how you grew up. There were PlayStation households and there were Nintendo households. We were a Nintendo household. So my rating of something like the PlayStation 1 or the Sega Genesis, Sega CD or something like that is not going to be the same. So I'm actually not sure if I should rate this as I feel like it's a B or a C tier list. Ms. Frogs, yeah, a lot of people got mad at me because didn't I rank the Nintendo 64 pretty low? Like I'm pretty sure that I did. B for biased. PS3 is a B at least. No, PS3 was so expensive nobody could buy it on release. I feel like PS3 had only a handful of really good games, and Xbox 360 was the superior console in all regards. Like, the truth is, like, the PS3 was like, it's like the, it's like you have a family, right? You've got the PS1, the PS2, the PS3, and the PS4, right? And this is the family? Well, the PS3 is the kid that does crack. It's the kid that does crack and is obsessed with buying Gucci stuff. That's the truth. The PlayStation 1 and 2 were legendary. PlayStation 2, really, like, I put Super Nintendo above it because Super Nintendo, like, for me is my number one. But PlayStation 2 is objectively the greatest console of all time. It is. And, like, I grew up with a GameCube and I only got a PS2 later. But it is just objectively the greatest console of all time. People still use PS2s, man. They still use PS2s. Dreamcast was, again, it was priced completely out of people's price range. It was fucking ridiculously expensive. The controllers were like $60 or something like that because they had the little screen on them. You want to tell me that the Dreamcast isn't a C tier? Nobody fucking played the Dreamcast because of that. There were almost no good games. It had a handful of good games, but nobody developed games for it because it was only available for the Dreamcast, and they weren't going to be selling enough of them. We are putting this as a C tier list. Yeah, we're going to give it a C tier. All right, it's D. Oh, fuck you guys. Okay, we need at least one D. All right, next thing. Hamburgers. I rank the best hamburgers ever for fast food restaurants. Now, as I've said before, this is just more fast food. This is more fast food. I feel like fast food is, it's like a specialty of mine. It's like a profession. And instead of like not making fast food, just eating is the profession. Like, I don't want to get people confused. Yeah, just eating fast food is the profession. And it's not opinion-based. It's just everything about what I said was completely accurate, and I didn't make any mistakes with anything on this list. I'm going to put... I think this is an A-tier list. And to be honest with you, the main reason why I put it as A-tier is because it aesthetically looks better on the screen if it's A-tier, right? Because it all cascades down. Yeah, so, like, to be honest, like, that's about... Yeah, I think this is about it, yeah. So it aesthetically looks better, and also I think it's accurate. So how would you rate this tier list? This tier list would be S tier. So this is all of the tier lists that I have ever made. This is all the tier lists that I've ever made, ranked individually for you, for your viewing pleasure, for you to see the different, like let's add up the hours here, okay? Hour and 10 minutes, hour and 40 minutes. Let's see, what's that? Hour and 40 plus 240, that's, what's that, 4 hours and 10 minutes, 4.5 hours, 5 hours, 5.5 hours, let's say 6 hours, 8 hours, let's say, I don't know, about like maybe, let's say 10 hours about here. Like, I have like almost an entire day, like half of a day's content of just doing tier lists, okay? Only Asmongold would do this. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. It's what makes sense. Yeah, I should have watched every single tier list before I actually made the tier list for my tier list. That's a really good idea, man. Maybe we'll have to re-record this later on. You have a fuck ton of content with that? Yeah, there's a lot of fucking content, okay? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a television season. There you go. Take console rate off D. It's clearly an A-rated video. There's a lot of people who got mad about it, and everybody disagreed with me, because here's the real reason why people disagreed with me, okay? It's that they were born in 2003. And so they don't know what we went through. They don't know what it was like back then. So I have to give it a D for the Zoomers, okay? But everybody knows that, I mean, let's be honest, they're all really S tier. But yeah, there you go. That's all of my tier lists ranked in a tier list. I can't believe I did this. I feel like I'm masturbating. This is great. We should do this more. There we go. Yeah, this is, yeah, great video. Yeah, thanks, man. Really appreciate that. I'll put this one on S tier as well next time, okay? Yeah, there you fucking go.